Steel City is ready, and Heartbraker Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Today, a good battle in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oakes, and that's the kicker, Tyler Loop, set to get this started. Off we go from a rain-soaked Heartbraker Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. That's Washington, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick throw here is complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down, taken down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Defensively, you earn that type of play. It's 3rd and short. You expect the offense to convert on most of those chances. Not only do they deny them, they hand them a pretty significant loss.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh. LeJante Wester deep for Baltimore. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Second and 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. We're going to go right back to Henry. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Ravens bring their punt team out. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. A run out of the gun with Warren. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Quick throw, taken in. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. As we are ready to get back underway. On the handoff, it's Henry. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
That's good.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And it's left side and caught by Flowers. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and short, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Again, it'll be Henry. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. A 1st down on a gain of 11.
10 at the 42-yard line.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's Warren. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
I just love the creativity and what it allows when you have the skill set of a running back like this, that he can line up all over the field. In this last play, Mike, you see him line up in the slot, but he's really capable of running routes from all the different receiver positions, and for a running back to be able to do that, that is a huge weapon.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Ravens 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Dejounte Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 3. Now Jackson, this a design run, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Jackson looking to throw. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down, Jackson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and 7. Now Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On the handoff, running left is Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. That's Washington, the man in motion. They run with Warren. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. This is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
3rd, they need 8. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion comes Walker. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Baltimore first down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Raven first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have the Ravens first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. They put Smythe in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold them to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and goal for Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Warren. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll stick to the ground. Good blocking to the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 14
A
yards.
pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the
And we're starting to see the
11-yard
fruits of
line.
their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
And 10 yards to
The
go.
game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Ravens 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Wester now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Now Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. It is second and a yard. Back to throw, Jackson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Throwing Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Jackson. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. This one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm.